So now we're going to talk about a problem where you're going to make an investment and it's not going to be compounded quarterly or annually, but rather it's going to be compounded continuously. And so this used to be a thing back when I was a kid, when they would have these banks and they'd say, oh, put your money in, we're going to compound it continuously. And they'd have like this little meter showing you that your money was growing all the time. I don't see that so much nowadays. I think a lot of places compound quarterly, but we can talk about the formula for compounding continuously. And it's based on that growth model we had in the last video. Okay, but our amount is going to be the amount in the account, okay, our A. The P, the initial amount that we're starting with, is the principal, P. And then you're going to have E in the formula. The rate is going to be R, just like it was in the other compound interest formula. And the T is going to be time in years, just like in the other formula. So the A, P, R, T all represent the same things they did in the compound interest formula. I'll just put the compound interest formula up here so you can see it next to it, see the difference. The difference is our N doesn't exist because it's continuous, okay? That's where the E comes into play. So you might be able to kind of see that. Okay, so now let's just do an example. So they usually call that formula PERT. So A, the amount you're going to have after so much time, is PERT. P times E to the power of RT. Okay, so it's a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to put in the calculator, but you do have to be careful. Okay, so a person invested $1,000, so that's the principal, in an account earning a nominal or yearly percentage rate of 10%. So R is going to be 0.1. And it's compounded continuously. Now we have to have that word so we know to use this PERT formula and not the other one. How much was in the account at the end of 1 year? Okay, so the time is just 1. Okay, so our A is going to equal 1,000 times E. The rate is 0.1 times the 1 year. Now, how would you put this in the calculator? 1,000 times E to the power of 0.1 times 1. Now, in this case, you don't really need the times 1, but, it doesn't have to be for a year. It could be for like 20 years or something. So I'm typing in 1,000 times, and I have to find that E button. My calculator opens the parenthesis for me. So I have 0.1 times 1, and I'm getting $1,105.17. Okay, so that's what it rounds off to, and that's how much money you would make if it was compounded continuously. Now, of course, you're going to make more money if it's compounded continuously, so why don't they do that nowadays? I think probably just the cost of doing that. It's probably cheaper for them to just do it quarterly, and because it's not that big of a difference. But it depends on how much money you have and how much you're investing and how long you leave it in for.